Hello and welcome. I'm Mikkel Munk Jakobsgaard and I'm the Director of Investor Relations here at Better Collective. With me I have our CEO and founder Jesper Søgaard, who's here to take us through the Q2 developments. Jesper, please go ahead.
Well, Q2 was a productive quarter and we performed well despite it being low season for the industry. Better Collective delivered strong growth of 40% to a revenue of 56 million euros. We saw 90% growth in the US and 30% growth in Europe and rest of world. This growth came despite tough comparisons from Q2 last year, which included Euro 2020 and an irregular sports season in the US. On top of that, revenues from our revenue share contracts were an all-time high of 22 million euros. Adding a little more detail to my answer, it's fair to say that our geographical diversification proved its worth as the Europe and rest of world publishing business continued its very strong momentum. And during the quarter, we continued our heavy investments in the US, which, amongst other factors, did impact our EBITDA, which ended at 12.2 million euros, or a decline of 3% year on year. However, for the first half, our EBITDA grew 37% year on year, implying a 29% EBITDA margin.
What other factors impacted the Q2 EBITDA?
The main impacts are the normalized seasonality, our continuous US investments, and the fact that Action Network was included for the full quarter, whereas it was only included for June in 2021. Lastly, a below normal sports win margin also impacted our EBITDA, though I would like to add that Q2 sports win margin finally increased and improved from Q1, but it's still below the historical average.
Since 2020, the number of new depositing customers delivered to our partners have shown a strong growth trend. Did this trend continue?
Indeed it did. During the quarter, we delivered an all-time high number of more than 387,000 NDCs. This equates to a growth of 93% from Q2 2021. Out of the total number of NDCs, roughly 317,000 were sent on revenue share contracts.
Did Better Collective do anything differently in Q2 in order to increase the number of NDCs?
Well, I normally say that we drive traffic through three different paths: organic traffic from our publishing business, acquired traffic through our paid media business, and then we have our media partnerships, where we operate and monetize our partners' traffic. Since our first media partnership was signed 3 years ago, this area is becoming a strategically more important part of our business, as they substantially help expand our reach and brand awareness. During Q2, our team really put in extra great work and landed us some prominent media partnerships. Only to mention a few: the Philadelphia Inquirer and the Chicago Tribune.
So after a busy H1, what will be your main focus for H2?
We have been focusing on improving our US operations so we can leverage its full potential during the remainder of 2022. Now, I really look forward to an action-packed second half of the year, as we expect all-time high activities, mainly driven by the NFL kickoff, along with most major sports leagues. Then I look forward to the new FIFA game launch in September, which is a key driver for Futbin ad sales and subscriptions. Lastly, we look forward to the 2022 World Cup, which will be played out in November and December. I feel extremely confident in Better Collective's position, and we are well prepared to execute.